I'm going to show you in this video how to get the Nearpod features into any Google slide presentation. So open a tab that get to nearpod.com. If you've already used Nearpod, in the top right you will see My Nearpod button. If not, please go to the green button and sign up for free as a teacher. Once you have done either the sign up or if you're already in Nearpod, click on My Nearpod. This will take you to your personal library. Your library will store all the Nearpods that you are using with your students. So as you can see here in my library, I have quite a few that I've created for my students or have used from the Nearpod library. Since we are focusing on turning your Google Slides into Nearpods, we're going to use the very first item that is always listed in your library, which is create your own. You have two choices. You may create as in a lesson in Google Slides or directly in Nearpod. We are focusing in this session on lessons in Google Slides. So I'm going to click on the top button. And as you can see, Nearpod is installing into my Google program a new add-on, which they tell you about right here in number 1. Let me go presentation mode so you can see this a little bit larger. So it has now installed an add-on, Nearpod. I will now have access to all those Nearpod features we've already explored today in this session. And then I'm going to be able to add those features into my Google slide, save it in the Nearpod to be able to share with my students. So up here at the top, you can see underneath the Nearpod lesson, I now have on my menu bar the add-ons. Click once, and I now have Nearpod. And the option is to open Nearpod. I'm going to click on that. And this right bar menu opens up with all of the features that are available to me in a Nearpod. So the BBC videos are there. The field trip is there. And all of the other features like the 3D models are now immediately available to me. Now, how this gets into your Google slide is by going to your drive, opening any Google slides you've already created. So as you can see here, I have a speed, velocity, and acceleration. This is my title slide, and I will be able to insert anywhere along my slide deck a Nearpod feature. All I have to do is go to the top menu bar, over to add-ons, click once, drop down to Nearpod, go to open Nearpod, click once, and the right bar menu is available to me. And I now have access to adding any of these Nearpod features into my Google Slides. I will go into more detail on how you put those in a future video in this session.